Thank you guys. Mambo.
Nataka speaker utaniweza niwekea sana.
Speaker. Speaker ya simu. Oi, aki hiyo siwekagi. Jamaa hapa nje.
Huyu hapa hajafunga.
Lakini leo sijamuona. Okay. Thank you guys. Thank you. What makes your festive season memorable? That's our question today, guys. Let me know. How are you doing today? Thank you guys. Thank you also for voting. You know guys, we are we are this season. We are festive season. Poa sana. And being in a festive season, guys, we have to be very dynamic. Blessing Bube, how are you doing today? Yo, how are you doing today, man? Thank you so much for joining with a lot of love. Thank you also guys for voting. Thank you. If this is your first time and you have never been here, fine and new, I'm also doing good. I thank God for that. And I appreciate so much that you have my day was just fine. I can't complain, guys. What about you as Blessing? How was your day? So guys, let me know you can vote. That's good. Thank you. That's so fine. If it was not also bad. Guys, what makes your festive season memorable? That's the question we are having today. Is it traveling and meeting to try this kind of a dish, that maybe probably have never tried before? And growing up like me, having come from the village, having some new clothes, what we used to call the trading clothes, really used to make us feel that now we are having what we may call memorable festive season. So there are some people that are very trendy. They go with the fashion each and every time, and it's always a good thing. Like in our African context, if for instance you deny a child a chance maybe to wear the kind of new shoe that is trending during this festive season, then you'll your festive season memorable. There are also those guys that really love traveling. It's just festive season, you just want to keep on going, and in the process you meet so many people, maybe your family members, maybe that you haven't seen for quite some time. Maybe, for instance, as the Africans, we have this kind of a concept whereby each and every time when it is a festive season, we must travel. You know, those that stays in the city, they must travel all the way maybe to the rural areas. And in the process, we meet with a lot of people that we haven't seen for ages. You know, even if it's 1 year, having what we call a festive season comes with a lot of dimensions. You know, there are those that really love just staying indoors and just, you know what, I think I have worked very hard this year, so I think I'm just going to chill, you know, just within the homestead, and I'm okay for the festive season. So let me know the key reason that really makes your festive season to be memorable. Mana mabatu and some nyam chom is a must. Yeah. There are those guys that I agree with you, Mabatu, because at the end of the day, most of us Africans, if we don't have a goat to celebrate with you, yeah, having some nyam chom here and there. And there are those guys that they also take some other kinds of drinks. There are those that say, you know, I only take 2 bottles of beer because it's Christmas, and then they are good for the year. So Christmas comes with a lot of orientation, guys. It comes with a lot of orientations. Yeah, Mabato, I am also in that category. You know, without have Kamuratina, yeah. There are also those guys that really love having such kind of a liquor, especially during the, you know, during the season, because they always feel this is a special moment. And when I take this Muratina, I'm just going to take it maybe at another time like this during the next year Christmas. So it's always good to make your season to be memorable. You know, Mabato, I think we are iterating. Yeah, we are aligning in some of the key ways in how we should make you know, our days memorable. Yeah, you know, seeing Christmas, I think it's always a blessing. There is a guy who died. He was a family guy. Thank you, Francis Gadinje. How are you doing today, Franco? Kwaje brother? Thank you so much for joining. There is a guy who died on 22nd, and he was a family member, and we really got shocked. So seeing some Christmas, enjoying it, it's always a blessing. He died last year, and we really had a lot of very hard time, you know, trying to figure out how we are going to celebrate that Christmas. So seeing Christmas and probably enjoying it, it's always a blessing. Francis, good. I'm also fine. Francis. Thank you so much for joining. Just feel at home. Just feel at home. Thank you, Mabatu. Yeah, so each and every time I see some Christmas, no, I must have a new shirt to feel that, you know, I have been able to see that year come to an end. And you know, for us Africans, we always celebrate. I feel bad for that guy. Yeah. We also felt very, very bad because he died on 22nd. And you know, traditionally we start celebrating from 22nd, 23rd, 24th, 25th, 26th, and then 27 we have some kind of a break, and then 31st we celebrate, and then by that, there we go. We are back to the factory setting. We are back to the factory setting. So we really felt very bad because we couldn't even, you know, Yeah, we really felt very bad because we couldn't feel very good about the whole situation. But all the same, it's life. Sometimes we have to accept what happens in life, and that was it, guys. So thank you, guys. What makes your festive season memorable? Wow, that you can still, you can still remember last year what you did, and you can still and you feel that you should maybe probably maybe repeat what you did some years or maybe last year or something of such to celebrate maybe this Eve season. Francis Gavinje, what is it, guys? Tell me, Francis. Francis. For kids, clothes, you know? Clothes always attract a lot of kids. But I wasn't us who died, you should love God. I can't get your message clear. No, I was saying, Francis, I think you didn't get me right. I was saying, we lost a close family member, you know, during the Eve season. You get the entire thing. So I'm saying, seeing another this year, I'll celebrate in the house, no drama. Okay. Yeah. Sometimes we don't need a lot of drama. We just want to celebrate, especially when we have a lot of peace. So Francis, I was saying, uh, the way maybe one had really projected on that Eve season to go, like to celebrate, like to have a good moment with each and every other family member. It didn't happen because we had a kind of a deceased family kind of a member. That was the thing. Yeah. But all the same, God is the source of our lives, and therefore at no point should we ignore God's work in our lives. Seeing January to December, I always see it as a miracle. I don't really take it for granted, but I always see it as a miracle. It's all about appreciating what God is doing in our lives. Yeah. Mambatu, I agree. Sometimes we don't really. Hey, I have a question. Put it across. Put it across, Francis. Put it across. Put the question across. Okay, Mabatu, I agree. Sometimes we don't need a lot of instead to, always tend to go to crabbing, and in the village, a lot of people visit in the village, especially those from Nairobi. And in the process of visiting, you always find that maybe young men, who feel they have the energy, they always keep on fighting. Maybe they fight for new girls that they see remained, how alcohol tastes, and last year karibu tukulie ndani. Mabatu, tell me what really happened. What happened? Eh? Sometimes you just go to club and then all of a sudden, boom, a fight erupts. And maybe you're in the midst of that fight. And then the following thing is all about, having a police case. And that is the thing. How old are you? Age? Yes. So Mabatu, I always agree with you. Sometimes you don't just need that drama. You just need to have your own festive season, just somewhere all alone. If you don't go for partying, uh, then maybe you can focus on maybe watching movies. Yeah, there are some guys who really love watching movies during this season. Yeah, a guy just want to go home out during the festive season. So maybe there are some guys, like I'm not a movie horror kind of a guy, but those allowed me, they always keep on telling me, there is a new movie in the, but unfortunately I don't watch a lot of movies. Me, I think I'll go for travel and meet new people. I think that's what really happens, especially during this festive season. You know, most of the times, because I love traveling up country. For those guys that maybe are Africans, they will agree with me. They will agree with me. Some all the way to the up country. You got to meet a lot of people, a lot of new people, and in the process, wow, you just feel wow. Today I have met so and so. I think this is the first time we are meeting, and you just feel very nice. Just feel very nice. Mabatu will catch up on some new series that I haven't seen and try to list since I travel a lot for work. Wow, that's so nice. That's so nice. Yeah, there are a lot of new series that have come out. Yeah, for this festive season. Maybe you can take some harbor time, and then maybe you can watch them. And I'm very sure before you go back to your job, come next year, God willing, you'll have refreshed for real. Yeah, you will have refreshed for real. So new movies are always good. I'm more of a documentary guys, and I'm also glued into watching a lot of documentaries. But at the end of the day, anything that really uplift my spirits, yeah, my spirit is all that I really need. Yeah. So new movie series, they are really coming out. Considering that this is the festive season, it's all about relaxing, it's all about having the comfort, having the comfort, having your comfort before you go back to hustling back next year. Yeah, a lot of new movies, a lot of new movies, a lot of series. Wow, there are guys that are really, really talented in foreign series. Yeah, there are those guys that are really, really, very, very much critical in following the series. And in the process, I think they are always successful. They are always successful. So guys, what makes our topic today is what makes festive season memorable. We'll maybe try going for a walk in Karura Forest. I have never been there. Oh, yeah. That's another outdoor activity maybe that you can do. I was there, I think some couple of years ago. Yeah, some couple of years ago. But I have heard that things have changed so much in Karura Forest. Yeah, I think it's very, very therapeutic, especially when maybe you visit Karura Forest. You know, yeah. I think I should also do a video probably next year about Karura Forest. So it has been quite some time since I was there, but I think that's a very, very kind of a noble activity that you can do during this time. Yeah, yeah. Karura Forest, I got it. That's a plus. That's a plus. You should go and maybe have some kind of an outdoor activity there. Please make that video. Yeah. Next year I'll make one about Karura Forest. I think I entered there, but unfortunately I didn't. During those times I didn't used to make a lot of videos about the YouTube. But I think that's another key consideration that I can make come next year. Yes, God willing, come next year. I think that that one thing that I'm going to target to do. Yes. But when you visit the forest, kindly come back with an experience, eh? Yeah, kindly come back. Mabantu, yeah, just come back with the experience, and you tell us how the entire process is, and then I think it will be very, very helpful. Even before I go and do maybe my full video in that forest. Definitely, guys. Some people make the festive season to be memorable, especially when they do some kind of simple activities. There are those that really love on watching holiday movies. I remember there was a time that we really used to watch Father Christmas. I don't know who named that guy Father Christmas, uh, but there was a time that we really wanted to see Father Christmas for us to say that maybe we enjoyed our Christmas. The guy with the long white hair. You guys, you can see that guy, and the guy who really used to wear a lot of white clothes. Yeah. So those are some of the key activities that we really, really enjoyed, especially to making our Home Alone was our Christmas movie. Yeah. In fact, I think this was the key movie that people really used to love, you know, because each and every time the movie have been repeated for so many years, And the Home Alone movie, because I think I can really recall it. I think it was among the best movies that one could watch during maybe the festive season. And one of the funniest thing uh, during those times, because we never used to have a lot of TV stations and whatever, most of them they really used to repeat it a lot. You know, you watch it today, tomorrow maybe it's being repeated there, that kind of repetitive kind of a thing. And it was really a key thing. I think nowadays Christmas and the entire festive season, it's not very much tasteful compared maybe to those guys like me who really grew during the 90s. You know, during the 90s, wow, the early 90s, wow, when we are kids, we really used to enjoy. We really used to enjoy. You really, especially if you came from the village, I know you can get the feeling. You know, there was some food, some kind of a special food that we really used to eat during the Christmas time only. Yeah. Nowadays, things change so much in such a way that if you really want maybe 1 kg of meat, you just go to your nearest butcher and you have it. But during the time, us growing in the village, wow, I think we really used to enjoy, especially when we have maybe some goat is being slaughtered, and you can't even imagine how that day will look like. Especially when now you are being told, you know what, today it's Christmas Day, and we are going to slaughter this goat so that maybe you can have it for the Christmas. It really used to bring a lot of joyful movement. So the same thing for the movies, the same thing for the clothes. I can always remember during those times, because we really used to stay in the village and my father used to work here in the city. And anytime he would come with, this kind of a new clothes, and they really used to ignite us. You could really feel that it's during a festive season, because when you wear that new clothes maybe during the festive season, you are going to have such kind of clothes the other time next year, during the same time. So it really used to ignite us a lot. I think also baking was our thing. For any guy who grew during the 90s, especially those guys from the village, they would really tell you that they used to eat a lot of chapatis. Each and every home during that time, it was all about the baked kind of chapatis. Yeah, you could even hear the scent of what people really used to cook during that time, because people used to do a lot of baking in the villages. But beyond the festive season, even eating chapatis was really a very tough thing. Yeah, we really used to do it maybe once a month. That's how life was. So those traditional things that we really used to do, they really used to ignite us a lot. Connection and togetherness was another thing that also really used to make our Christmas. Yeah, connection and togetherness. Yeah, this is where you spend a lot of quality time with your loved one, and people used to laugh a lot, and people used to connect. I remember us in the village, we could only see a lot of visitors during the Christmas time, and these visitors would always come from the city. Now you can see the kind of a feeling. Yeah, you are in the village, but now you are seeing a lot of visitors. I think phones spoiled how we interacted with people. We used to sit for hours around the fireplace when we went for the up country, pray outside till dark, Nowadays everyone is on their phone. Very true. Very true, Mabatu. I agree, because nowadays, and even during those times, when you really wanted to connect maybe with someone from the village, because we didn't have a lot of phone, you either write a letter, you know you either write a letter, or you go physically and visit them. Nowadays, people are going in the village, everything is there, the internet is there, because they can be able to buy bundles, and everyone is just on their phone. No one really cares, but you can remember that kind of a warmth, yeah, that people really used to enjoy during the festive season, just sitting where there was a fire, and everyone would always tell you what they are doing in the city, how life is in the city, and it really used to create us a lot of what we may call the mental, the kind of a mental picture, just desiring also one day, one time, to complete school, so that maybe you might go also in the city and you enjoy that kind of a life. Yeah, I agree. Phones nowadays, I think they have really messed up with how we used to interact, especially during the festive season, because we could always sit down, have a lot of discussion. People could be very attentive on what it was being said, but nowadays, people are not even interested in that. Very few people, and family, because they literally got a lot of connection through the phone and whatever. I think nowadays even the so-called the festive season is not so much valued. You know, Mabatu, I know you can recall how festive season was being valued. People could really aim for this day to come, so that maybe they could have a kind of a discussion or something of such. And it really used to create a lot of joy, maybe seeing your friend that you haven't seen for quite some time. But nowadays, you can even call that friend, yeah. But going back to the village, you just need one phone call away, and then your friend is there. But during those days, we really used to enjoy, because you could just go to the village and you could just go visiting your friends in their homes, and you just ask, has so and so come? Is he coming for this festive season? And once you meet with them, wow, it was all about full blast life. People could enjoy, and everything was very nice. I remember for quality time with the loved one. I remember we used to have some good guys. We used to have some brothers and sisters who used to stay in the city, and they could come just once per year. And it was during the Christmas time, and therefore we really and they could come with some kind of goodies, a lot of good goodies, and therefore we really aspired that this time would come, so that all of us, we would always have what we may call a lot of enjoyment. So festive season, it was always a very variable thing. Though even nowadays, there are also those guys that really make it so much variable. The other aspect that comes with us celebrating what we are calling the festive season, is all about the sensory experiences. This is where we have a lot of festive lights. There are also those that there are those that also go to the church, and they have what we call the Christmas candle. Like in our village, there is a Catholic church that is always there, and because we always say that Jesus was born during the Christmas time, we must go with a candle. We just light it up, and we just celebrate the birth of Jesus. And it always sparks a lot of memory about how Jesus was born. It evokes very strong feelings and memories. So This is a good time also for us to reflect, to reflect as Christians, maybe on how Jesus was born, and maybe probably the role of Jesus in our lives. So that is a very, very rich time that comes with a lot of positive memories. Others, this is a nostalgic moment for some people, because at the end of the day, this is the time that we have maybe to reconnect with ourselves. Like you, when I go to the village, because we have a river, and we used to swim in that river when I was very young. you know when I go to the village, and maybe it's a Christmas time, uh, we value swimming a lot. And when we are here in the city, we rarely swim. But when we go to the village and it's during Christmas time, we also enjoy, swimming, guys. And I think this really creates a lot of nostalgia, in such a way that it creates a lot of future memories about everything that is linked with the festive season. So to me, I think that is a kind of an activity that I always do, and it's always amazing. There are also those guys that celebrate. They celebrate their festive season by being generous and giving, and they show a lot of kind of kindness. They give a lot of gifts, maybe to the less privileged in the society. There are also those that do a lot of volunteering work, and they do a lot of connections. And when I started this channel back 2 years ago, this was the first activity that we really did in this channel. I gathered all my possible friends, and I gathered them, and we talked about a strategy on how we are going to take some key properties, to the less privileges, to one of to one of the children's home. And I can remember it was last year but one, and I can remember Fred came in. Fred came in through this channel, and we are able to raise about, I think it was about 12,000. Yeah, I can remember it was about 12,000. People really gave out their clothes. People really gave out us a lot of clothes. So we bought some bales of unga. We also gave out some clothes, and we showed a lot of generosity to the less privileged. And this one formed the basis of this channel, because I always believe that when we keep on volunteering, when we keep on showing acts of kindness, it's just a positive thing of enhancing the way we operate within our society. So that one is very, very much important. And during this time, people are saying, things are not so good. If you're in a position maybe to show kind of actness, if you are in a position maybe to show kind of mercy, maybe to the less privileged guy, or maybe a children home or something of such, I believe this is the time to do so, because during this time is when now we can be able to interact with them. It's the time that we can be able maybe to talk their language. Is the time that we can be able to understand the kind of issues that they are facing. Because I realized, especially when you visit children's home, they have a lot of needs. They need food, they need some clothes. Some of them, they need even some money to be taken to hospital or something of such. And it's all about us, to ensure that we enhance on humanity. So humanity is very, very important during any festive season. And for us to keep, for us to keep on for us to keep on going on, we must also show a lot of humanity, maybe to the less privileged, and they will always be very very grateful. They will always be very very grateful, especially when we do that. So festive season is very very important. It's a time, it's a good time for us to keep on reflecting on what we should do. You know, and it's always a very very important time for us to keep on showing act of mercy, act of kindness, and any act that is spearheaded to ensuring that we keep on going on as the community or as the society. Also, in terms of entertainment, I think Christmas also gives us a lot. It gives us a lot of entertainment in terms of music, and I think I am one of the guys that have listened so much to this guy Luther Vandross, and he has really he really did a lot of songs about Christmas, and when you listen to them, wow, they take me back to the time when Christmas was Christmas. Yeah, when Christmas was Christmas. To me also, I think and I believe that Christmas also offers me with a lot of opportunity, to do what I may say self-reflection, because so many times we are always very busy. We are always very busy with life, with a lot of issues, but at the end of the day, we really need to sit down. We really need to sit down to understand on what maybe we can do differently. And I believe that Christmas really offers me this kind of a platform to just sit down, reflect on what maybe I did in the course of the year, where maybe probably I need to put some kind of adjustments, maybe for the next, as a way of preparing maybe for the coming year. And I think during the entire festive season, it really gives me a lot of good tidings in terms of reflecting on what I can do best, that which is very very vital, for survival. Because at the end of the day, uh, this is the time that maybe you have your own free time. This is the time maybe you really want to relax. This is the time maybe that you really want to achieve maybe another bigger goal than what maybe you achieved. Sorry, I have to leave. We'll watch the rest tomorrow. See you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mabatu. It was always very, very good meeting you and always learning from you. Thank you so much. Let's meet tomorrow. Thank you. Thank you. So it's always a very good time also to reflect. This is the time that you have where maybe you can reflect on what you need to enhance and how you need to do it. And I think that's the entire theme that should be linked with that should be linked with Christmas. So Christmas is always a very, very good time, you know, to relax, to reflect, as well as to meet new people. I think I have met so many people during the festive season, especially when I go back in my up country, and this is a move that has, that has given me a lens of understanding various people, and it's always a very nice thing. So every time, every day, Christmas is very, very important. Christmas is very, very important. So guys, we really had very important topic. What makes your festive season memorable? Is it traveling and meeting people? 50% are saying yes. Is it eating new food? 25% are saying yes. Is it having new fashion? 0% are saying 0%. No one is saying yes or no. And others 25%. Others is 25%. I would really love to understand others, others, the kind of activities that really makes them enjoy during the Christmas time, you know. Mm? Every day, every Christmas. Download. What makes festive season memorable? That's our topic today, guys. traveling and meeting new people. Eating new food. Among others, guys, let me know what really turns on your festive season. And today I've learned a lot that one of the key challenges, one of the key challenges that we are facing in modern times, especially when it comes to the issue of celebrating our Christmas, is the excessive use of phones. The uh, excessive use of phones in such a way that during those old times, when phones were not phones, when phones were very rare and very unaffordable, really sit down, people could really enjoy, people could really communicate, and people could really just stay together as a family, making some reflection, making some kind of a discussion on where maybe they have progressed and how maybe they need to keep on going on. And they really used to solve a lot of issues, unlike today, where things have really changed, unlike today where things have really changed. But the good thing about it is that Christmas, there are also those people that are celebrating their Christmas in style. Celebrating Christmas have really changed over time, and people are really trying to celebrate it from different kind of a rhythm, from very different kind of a rhythm, considering that we are in a new generation, you know we are in a new generation where things have really revolutionized, and in the process people are really embracing some new ways, some new innovative ways of celebrating Christmas. For instance, during the last Christmas, I saw young people, they are really saving. And instead of just staying at home within maybe the home area and just celebrating Christmas there, some of them are even going for road trips, outside countries, just to go and just celebrate Christmas. So the way Christmas used to be celebrated, with people having kind of a mentality that it was more of a family time. They are So people are coming with very innovative ways of ensuring that their Christmas becomes successful. There are some guys that are saving just for Christmas Day, and they are saying, you know what? I think this time loud, I must celebrate my Christmas outside the country, of which it's a very noble kind of a strategy. Because nowadays I think things have eased. uh, you know uh, there is need for us to keep on embracing new ways of celebrating the festive season. If you really want to go somewhere, just save maybe in the course of the year, and during the festive season, just make your trip. Just make your trip, even if it's beyond borders. Even if it's beyond borders, just make your trip, and everything is going to be very fine. So guys, I think I'm going to head up there. Thank you so much, guys. Let's keep on enjoying our Christmas. Every day, every time is Christmas, guys. And let's keep on going on. So guys, thank you so much. Let's meet tomorrow, same place, same time. Thank you guys for the love, and let's keep spreading love. Let's keep on spreading love during this Christmas time. As always, guys, This is your number one YouTube channel, Hope's Adventures. Let's keep on going on. Until tomorrow, guys. Ciao.